Hi everybody, it's Cynthia. I know it's been ages since I did a video over on this channel. I kind of was debating where to put this one because it covers both what I do here and what I do on my other channel, Pop Culture Profits, which is about selling things like this for profit on eBay. So as you can see, this is a crazy collection of small PVC figures, some Funkos, some older PVC figures, Vinylmation, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And some of this, believe it or not, all of this came into my house within the last, most of it came within the last few days. A few pieces go back about a week or two. Given that, you're going to think I buy this stuff all the time, and I really don't. That's kind of what's funny about this. I just happened at a thrift store to find bags and bags of little figures that I had to grab. Like I said, some to keep and some to resell. So I thought it'd be a good time to give you a little look at what I picked up recently and tell you a little bit more about them. And have questions. I have questions about two things that maybe you can help me with. So let's start over here with these guys. So these are Supernatural Mystery Minis. This is Kevin, and this is Sam, but he's not just any Sam. This is Bloody Sam. My Michael's store has started carrying blind boxes. Now, what's amazing about that is it's one of the few places that regularly puts out coupons, which means you can get 50 or 40% off a blind box, which is huge because, you know, these blind boxes run for $8 or more. Now, I bought a bunch of these blind boxes when they were getting rid of them at Barnes & Noble at the end of the year, and I have not seen any since. I was told by most places that they're no longer being made. So when I found them, stumbled upon an extremely dusty case of them at my Michael's. I think that I must have found them in the back room and decided, oh shoot, we forgot to sell these. So I bought 5 of them recently using my 50% off coupons every day. These are the 2 new ones I did need. I did have regular Sam, so, you know, I could have done without this Sam, but that's okay. Kevin I did not have. There's still about 6 or 7 1 in 12s, like common ones that I'm still missing, which is crazy because I've opened like 10 of these boxes. So these are commons. I also got a Gabriel with the wings, and I don't have him here in front of me, sorry, but he's actually up for sale on eBay if you want him. And I got another regular Sam and regular Dean, so I put them together and have them up on eBay. So I've opened 3 duplicates and 2 rares that I've actually already sold. And I'm still, like I said, looking for Bobby and a bunch of other ones. I'll never get through this video if I keep talking like this. Anyway, that's my 2 newest Supernatural Funko Minis. These are I Need Your Help. So these crazy little birds, they look kind of Minecraft-y, don't they? I don't think I'll be able to show it here. This camera doesn't really focus, and neither do my eyes. I swore they said Tomy, but I could be wrong. Because Tomy does Pokemon, but that's not a Pokemon, is it? Anyway, I got 2 of these in a bag at the store for like $1, and I don't know what they are. So if you know what they are, please do tell me because it's driving me crazy. I've looked up duck, I've looked up stork, I've looked up birds of all kinds, and I cannot figure it out. So if you know what these guys are from, please do let me know. The other item that was in the bag was this, which he's got some issues. I probably shouldn't have bothered buying him, but so it's a Marvin the Martian. I think he's doing the robot because he's kind of a little strange the way he's bent over. And I don't know about these marks on his feet. Yeah, he needs a little cleanup job. We'll see if I can put my husband on that. So I bought him and the 2 little birds in a bag for, I think it was like $1.50. In hindsight, I probably should have left them behind because I don't know there's much value in them, even though I do love Marvin the Martian. These 3 I also got in a bag at the charity shop. And listen, this is how many British videos I watch that I say charity shop instead of thrift store. So these are 3 of the Funko Disney villains and their pets, I think it's called, something like that. So you could get in the boxes, you could get a villain, or you could get the little pets that go with them. So Ursula, as I understand it, is the most rare of the bunch, not of this bunch, I don't know, of the whole bunch. They didn't come in their boxes, so I'm only going by prices I saw on eBay. I don't actually have the value chart. Maleficent and Cruella de Vil are, they're $3 to $5, depending if somebody really wants one that doesn't have them. I'm probably going to end up putting them all together. Right now I have two of the princesses. So I don't know, I might keep them for a little while. I do love these little Disney Funkos. They're really cute. And speaking of Disney, this is another one that probably should have left behind. He still has his tag on him. He was 50 cents. And it's Stitch as a pirate, and I've also seen him listed as Stitch Barbossa. So I guess that's what he's supposed to be. I'm not sure why. Whoopsie. So I don't know, again, he's got a little bit of value. I'm probably going to hang on to him and see if I come up with some other Stitch figures somewhere along the way and put them all together, because I've got to get out of the habit of selling these little individual figures on eBay, because they're a lot of effort for, a little bit of profit. So Stitch is, I don't know, we're going to do a Stitch. Having said that, these, back up a little bit here, I specifically got to sell because these are Game of Thrones. He doesn't stand well. Why does he not stand up well? But he doesn't. All right, we're just going to lay him down for a second, or I'll hold him. So these three were Game of Thrones blind box mystery minis. And I picked these up because they were getting rid of them at GameStop. They had them marked down to, I think, about $3 a box. And I figured if I happened to hit any of the rares, sell for sometimes $20 to $40 or more dollars, so I'd make my money back, no problem. I don't believe any of these are rares, but they're still cute and they still have some value. So these guys are probably all going to go together. And forgive me, I do not know my Game of Thrones well enough to tell you the character names. I'm sure you know them, and I will look them up before I list them. But they're all going to go together. I just love opening blind boxes, even when I don't watch the show. They're going to go together on eBay, or if you're interested in picking them up, let me know. So, a couple more things. So, these two, they won't stand on this cloth. This Toy Story and so Woody and Jack here. These are the two of the mystery minis, although they're not very mini, that came from the new Disney Treasures boxes. So if you're not familiar, Funko and Disney have paired up for this, to do this program. It's a set of, I think it's 5 boxes that they send out. I reviewed the first one, I think, on this channel, I believe, when I got it, but I didn't review the second one. It's all the same, so I figure everybody else reviews them. These come in a can, which is really interesting because I do love that, when you do the blind box, you throw the boxes away, and the cans are actually really cute. So he came in a Pirates of the Caribbean can, obviously, that looks like it came from the ride, which is super. And then Woody was in a Toy Story can that looked like a little carnival set. And then, oh look, I didn't even notice that. Look, he's got his little pull ring in the back. So cute. Also came along with that was this. And this is a Dumbo. And this was a special Funko piece that came with it. And it's put on the base purposely, obviously, to make it look like he's flying. Those are mine. These last two, these also came from the charity shop. This, I would never have guessed it, but luckily it says on the base, I wish I'd read it on the base of all figures, is a Marion Indiana Jones Vinylmation, really heavy. Again, my thing doesn't focus really well, so you probably can't tell. Read it. And this is Grizzly Gulch Vinylmation. Individually, again, out of their boxes, even in their boxes, they don't have a lot of value, but they were Disney chunky figures. I wasn't going to leave them behind. So I bought them. I think they were like $1.50 for the pair. And eventually they'll go on eBay. I might wait till I find some other Vinylmations or not. And the last thing I need your help on. So this is clearly Frozen, right? Elsa, Anna, and the troll. They're glitter bodies. They have absolutely no markings. I'm thinking somebody made them, right? Are these handmade? They have little funky little feet, so they don't stand up, which is kind of annoying. But they are darn cute and sparkly. But I do think they're handmade. Although they're so smooth, it's hard for me to imagine that they were handmade. But I've seen some of you guys that do this work with the clay are really great. So if you recognize these and you know what they're from, or if you know for sure they're handmade, please do tell me about that in the comments below too, because I would love to have more information on those. So that's what I've got. If you've got minis, I'd love to hear about them. And tell me what you found this week. The thrift shops, your collectibles, link me up. I want to hear.